Hello, welcome. Thank you for joining me today. Today we are going to practice using sound as our present moment focused. So in the last few videos, we've used the breath as what we return to when we are noticing and we are returning to the breath. And today we are going to practice returning to sound. Sound is simply the sensation of the sounds, the noises that are present in this moment. And some people find that using sound as a present moment focus is easier. It's easier for them to find sound, the sensation of sound, than it is to find the sensation of their breath. Because where is your breath? Is it in your belly? Is it in your lungs? Sometimes that's a struggle for people. So this is a great alternative, and it's one we're going to practice today. So there are a few suggestions, instructions, before we begin the practice. And one of the first ones is that we want to practice the use of sound as our present moment focus without judgment, without having an opinion about what it is that we're hearing. Because, let's be honest, there are some sounds that we tend to like as opposed to others that we don't like. So let's say you might hear the sound of a bird singing. Oh, that's lovely. As opposed to a woodpecker. Or perhaps you hear the sound of music playing in the background. Classical, for me, it's R&B, whatever. Maybe you find that in the background and you think, wow, that's great. But again, that's judgment. What if instead what you're hearing is the sound of your stomach gurgling and you're in a room full of people and it's quiet? Yes, that's all been us at some point. But today in our practice, we simply want to be present with whatever that sound is without investigating what it is, investigating whose stomach that was, or what kind of bird that was singing. We simply want to notice it. And similarly, we don't want to attach any judgment to it. No opinions about it. The sound is as it is. And the great thing about using sound as a present moment focus is that you can't focus on sound of the past or sound of the future. The sound is what's here in this moment. And that's what we are striving to do, be present in this very moment. So, let's practice a meditation with sound. So, getting comfortable, whether that's lying down for you today or standing meditation is also an option. I'm going to be sitting on the ground as I usually am. This is my preferred method, but you do what's right for you. So, settling in, and when you find a position that is comfortable for you, where you are alert and yet comfortable, go ahead and close your eyes. If it feels better for you, just cast your gaze downward. Whatever feels right for you in this moment, that's what I invite you to do. So we're going to start today with 3 deep breaths. And I'm going to breathe in through my nose and out through my mouth. And when I'm blowing out of my mouth, I'm saying letting go. I'm thinking letting go. I'm relaxing into my body. So here we go. Settling now into a natural pace of breathing, a natural rhythm that's unique for you. The practice of meditation is one of returning. We sit with the present moment. And then maybe a minute passes, 3 minutes, 30 seconds. Thoughts arise. And before long, we find ourselves caught in thought. It's perfectly normal. This is part of the meditation practice. What our goal is, when we find ourselves trapped in thoughts, is to gently notice that we are in thought and return to our anchor. Today, we are practicing using the sensation of sound as our anchor. Hearing what's around us without attaching to what might be causing that sound, without having judgment or opinion about the sound itself, simply noticing what's here. Noticing and returning. Noticing, gently returning to the sensation of sound. What is here in this moment? Can we be with it without investigation and without judgment? Noticing and returning. Noticing, returning, listening, accepting. And now we will observe 3 minutes of complete silence as you practice noticing, returning to the sensation of sound. in these last few breaths of stillness, perhaps give yourself some praise for being here, for showing up, for expanding your awareness and welcoming in this moment, honoring this moment, honoring yourself. In the words of Rumi, the great Persian poet and Sufi mystic, yesterday I was clever, so I wanted to change the world. Today I am wise, so I'm changing myself. Opening your eyes now, coming back, allowing me to thank you for joining me, for doing this work with me, for doing it together as the divine beings that you, me, he, she, they, them, we, us all are. Blessings and namaste.